Welcome back to YouTube, where unhappy customers can complain
Scam.
and dress up as a pirate.
A mildly annoying half-hour experience.
Amazingly, he wasn't talking about this show. Now, James and his friends have a gambling problem, but not in the traditional way.
We deposited all the money into a SportsBet account, but only gambled half of it.
But when they went to withdraw the other half, they were told they couldn't because it hadn't been gambled. So if you deposit $50 in a SportsBet account, you need to bet $50 before you can withdraw anything.
We were left with hundreds of dollars sitting there that we eventually had to gamble. Doesn't sound like responsible gambling to me.
Well, that's a bit unfair, James. I mean, SportsBet claim to be leading the way in responsible gambling. So we used their own gambling problem self-assessment on James.
Are you reluctant to use gambling money for normal expenditures?
No, I want to use it for normal expenditures. That's why we tried to withdraw it.
Do you ever gamble longer than you planned?
Yes, because SportsBet makes us.
Seems James doesn't have a gambling problem, he has a SportsBet problem. Now, they say the reason they make you gamble all the money you deposit is...
Basically because we're a great bunch of blokes and Sheilas.
I'm almost convinced. But we asked them to clarify, and they said it's because...
We take our obligations under the Commonwealth Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing Act very seriously.
They're not just good blokes and Sheilas, they're crime fighters who are apparently trying to prevent money laundering by forcing their customers to gamble more. Now, strangely, the other gambling sites don't have the same rule. So we asked the good blokes and Sheilas at AusTrack, who regulate that law, if withholding the money was required in these circumstances. And they said no. Ah, well, it was worth the gamble, SportsBet, but probably time to change that rule, because...
Admitting that you have a problem is the first and most important step.
Come on, SportsBet, you're not Batman. You're just Robin. Your customers. Oh. And now to one of the dodgiest products out there. Yep, us. 2 weeks ago on the checkout, we recommended browser extensions like Disconnect to show you who's tracking you online and how to block them. And since then, some viewers have contacted us to say, F you, because installing Disconnect on Internet Explorer caused them problems. When we heard that, we were shocked. There are still people using Internet Explorer? It turns out, unfortunately, the Disconnect for Internet Explorer was only in a beta version and had some bugs that they're still working on. To any viewers this affected, we're very sorry. Sadly, none of them submitted an F-YouTube video because we broke their computers. And now to a complaint that's been popping up a lot recently.
I went to my local pharmacy today, and I bought this.
But then...
I opened it up, optimistically full of joys, like a young child at a candy store.
Well, that kid really loves krill oil. Imagine his disappointment when he opened it.
To discover this. Barely half the size of the box.
And I'd hate to think what Theodore thought when he finally opened the bottle too. This is how full it was. We've had similar complaints about krill oil from Bioglan, Swiss and Nature's Way, which all seem to underutilise their bottle size. Maybe these manufacturers think this is the natural order, to have krill hidden in a much larger package. Now, while the packaging can be annoying, it's what's on the inside that counts. In the complementary medicine market, krill oil and other omega-3 products like fish oil are one of the products that do have some solid scientific evidence. But is it oversold?
Helps relieve arthritis symptoms.
Just one capsule a day helps with arthritis.
There is fairly consistent evidence that fish oils have some effect on pain for sufferers of rheumatoid arthritis. However, when it comes to the far more common osteoarthritis, the evidence is circumstantial at best. So while these products are sold to help arthritis sufferers, it's really the rheumatoid arthritis sufferers who are likely to benefit. Just like the packaging, krill oil marketing tries to make you think you're getting more than you actually are. Krill oil. Oh, and while we're on packaging size, in week 1 we showed you that the only difference between the Johnson & Johnson Sorbolene and the Baby Sorbolene was the price and...
The word baby.
Now, one of our viewers took it on themselves to contact the company, and in response, Johnson & Johnson argued that they were simply offering
better value for money when you buy larger quantities.
So if you buy the 750ml adult Sorbolene instead of the 500ml baby Sorbolene for the same price, then according to Johnson & Johnson, you're receiving a
highly competitive 27% discount, our way of helping people who use large quantities of our products to save money.
Yeah. Now, if you were using the same name on both products, that may be more convincing. But given the more expensive product is marketed as a different baby product despite the same ingredients, and given they're often sold in different parts of the shop, I'm not sure that argument holds.
Not even I would swallow that.
But at least they have dropped this justification that Johnson & Johnson gave to the checkout.
The only difference between them is our adult bottle contains 250 mils more product because adults have more skin to cover than babies.
More skin? By that logic, look out for Johnson & Johnson's new, cheaper Fat Sorbolene for those with even more skin. Good night.